AI is actually lower in market cap than memes right now on coin market cap, just for reference. Those two together will be 100 billion this year, mark my words, in market cap. What is up, hackers? Welcome back to another episode of Hack Crypto, where we hack all of our crypto education. If you guys are brand new here, be sure to be subscribed with notifications on. Like this video to get it out to more people. Now, after my last video about Turbo and some of these really crazy AI companies that are rolling out in 2024 in the Web3 space, I got a ton of DMs. A lot of people were asking, what's next? What's going on with all of these meme tokens at the intersection of AI? Because when you have funding going into these projects through memes, you have a lot of actual innovation going on. So I got a ton of DMs after the Turbo video. I've been passionate for a long time about basically democratizing how hedge funds and venture capital firms work, because ironically, you can go to Vegas, lose all your money, put it on red, gamble it away, but you can't invest in the highest yielding venture firms out there. One of the key ingredients to becoming an accredited investor in the US is having like $1 million in net worth. Now, that is a stone wall for the average person to get involved in the highest yielding returns. And this is something that has bugged me for many years, because people just can't go and put their money in the proven way to make them the most return, but they can just go and gamble it all away with ease, no wall put in there, no protective measures put in there. Literally now with sports betting, it's crazy. When it comes to micro caps, this is for degens only. If you're watching this video and you're like a traditional investor or a mom and pop investor, retail investor, this video is probably not for you. This is for the degen looking for these micro cap projects out there, similar to how Turbo was once upon a time. And if you're not familiar with Turbo, it was a AI generated project. And this project I'm going to talk about today is Harambe. Now, there's a ton of videos out there, a lot of people doing analysis on this, but they've raised $9 million already as this AI hedge fund concept. Part of the reason that I'm interested in this intersection, not only because you guys have reached out about this concept of memes and AI, but because the $100 billion market cap is coming for this space, whether you like it or not. It is coming for memes and AI mixed together. It's already ticked it a couple of times, but it is going to surpass it very soon. In the year of 2024, this is the time where people are really pushing out a lot of interesting innovations. And one of the things that I want to talk about today is Harambe. So what I want to do in this video is I want to jump onto their website, show you guys the overview. Again, this is for degens only. I reached out to the team. This is a sponsored review by them. I reached out, I was interested after the Turbo review. I saw that they raised 9 million already to date, and I was intrigued. So I've been going back and forth with them, learning about what the project is all about. And as a full disclaimer, you need to do your own research. Everybody do your own research. Normally in videos, I always do a disclaimer up front and tell you guys to check the link in below. But again, this is for degens only. People that are out there sending $100 here, $200, $1,000 here, and all these crazy meme tokens. This is for those viewers. This is not for the average person, because it is just so extreme in terms of volatility and risk. But I do recommend, if you are interested in learning about the intersection of AI and memes, check out CoinMarketCap. They have a lot of the categories at the top, and this Harambe project is that intersection. There's a couple of them out there right now, and they are using memes, raising money, and they are actually pushing forward these decentralization kind of concepts. The fascinating thing around meme tokens is that 1% of them break through, like Pepe, like the dog with hat, and Dogecoin, of course, Shiba Inu. Like all of these tokens are the 1%. They broke through after doing large pre-sales and basically rocketing onto tier 1 exchanges, getting that liquidity, getting that community up, and they break through that barrier. A lot, 99% of them fail. And that is where the immense risk is. But also there's people that are just becoming insanely wealthy off of this. I think I mentioned this story before, but I was in an Uber recently, and the Uber driver was telling me about the top 5 meme coins that he was investing in at the time. And they were ones that I had never even heard of before. So having a degen Uber driver was a signal that this is a cultural move. And I think that it is important to not discount all the memes out there. But ultimately, when things are shared around on social media, GameStop proved this out, that it can move hard. It can go aggressive, because the names and the brands around these memes, and whether you like it or not, they are here to stay. It is part of how people come into an ecosystem. Is they are laughing together, they're making memes together, they're communicating through memes. like Roaring Kitty making those memes and only communicating through memes was pretty hilarious. So when you look it up, the important part is that there's a ton of different ones that we're trying to capitalize on the Harambe meme, and this one is focused on the AI. As you guys know, I'm not a trader whatsoever, and one of the things that's important to know is that projects that are claiming high APYs and things like that, you always have to dig into and realize that those APYs are in the token itself. So when I'm talking about liquidity and mining and staking and all of that, what I'm referring to is literally just locking things up, like holding things. And the results are going to be in that token always. That is how this works. And if you're degens watching this, you understand that. So one thing about this Harambe AI project is that they are focused on people that are just buying and holding. There's also a focus on the degen aspect, of course, because it has the Harambe meme brand in this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump onto their site real quick, show you guys the website to show you exactly what they are talking about and the couple different innovations that they're working on specifically. Also, the three people that I follow, one of them on social media. That was how I learned about this originally, but the three people that started this project are pretty well known. All right, so you can see at the top, they have the decentralized hedge fund front and center, where you have the ability to just sit and hold effectively. The buyback and burn system is something that I have seen many times before. I'm not a trader, as I said before, but ultimately being able to sit on something and actually earn is something that I've done videos on many, many times before. The idea here is that as people are holding and they're locked up, because everything that is going into this is locked. So the pre-sale, everybody's locking those funds. And then you have, of course, the returns on those funds that are getting put in to this token. So the buyback is where you own tokens and it's steadily reducing the supply and it's increasing their value, of course, because it's burning. All right, and then of course you have the three founders here, Valerie, Josh, and Matt. You can see that they are very heavily focused in the meme world. For all the degens out there, I think that scoring a 92, I've gone through this process before. I have gone through the CertiK, specifically Skynet system. Lastly, I want to dive onto the white paper here. It uses deep reinforcement learning, or DRL. And the model is built up of a couple different layers: long short-term memory units, adept at recognizing and remembering intricate patterns in time series data. All right, lastly, under the hood, this is the algorithm concept that they are working with, the deep reinforcement learning, DRL, Q learning. Harambe employs a variant of Q learning where the Q values, quality of actions, are approximated using deep neural networks. So once again, for the degens watching this, always do your own research, dig into this white paper. There's a lot of different examples in here, as well as the security pieces, but do your own research. Definitely check this out with the link below. So that is it for my overview. Again, this is for degens. If you're a retail investor, you can do your research, but ultimately this is targeted towards the degens out there. Do your research. Always, always, always check all of social media and check your resources out there. This project is all over the news. They've raised over 9 million so far, which is pretty impressive. That puts them in the league of Pepe and Dog with Hat and Shiba. I'm really impressed by the traction of this. People are interested in this concept of AI and memes together. So I did the video on Turbo. If you guys are interested in more videos about these types of intersections between two different industries, like memes, if you want to call that an industry, and AI, definitely let me know. And I'm really excited for these types of projects just because they're the wild, wild west, and a lot of people are actually building cool things. So that is it for this video. If you guys like this type of content, and leave me a comment below what you think about the meme tokens out there that are actually doing some innovative concepts behind the scenes. And I will see you here on the next episode of Hack Crypto.